Every time we're gonna buy something, we should ask ourselves if we really need it. Another way to think about letting go of stuff is to hold the item and ask yourself truly if this would be covered in something really dirty, would you clean it? And if the answer is no, just let it go. Another one is, are you going to take care of me by cleaning me or finding a space for me? If you are buying an item and you don't know how to care for this, or you don't even know where you're going to place it, don't buy it. Hold the item in your hand, and this could be at a store or this could be in your house. Just hold it in your hands and ask, if does this bring me joy? And ask, how does this item make you feel? And just be honest with yourselves, because sometimes we hold on to things that we do not need, or sometimes they have a sentimental value, but if it's not with a purpose, if you don't want it in your house, if it's just creating clutter, let it go. And also, if you're trying to let go of something, you can ask yourself, would I buy this again if I see it in the store? So just hold the item and ask yourself, if I see this in the store, would I buy it? Think about where are you going to place the item that you're going to buy so it doesn't become clutter. Always ask yourself if you need that. And also ask yourself, if you're going to use it. Are you going to use the item, or are you just buying it because someone else has it? So things like that really make me think about what I'm getting. Another thing is that if it's better for you to buy things that are high quality, and I've learned that the hard way. Sometimes just because something's cheap doesn't mean it's good quality. So think about buying shoes that are high quality, clothes that will last you, because not everything you buy is gonna last you. So if you have to buy many pairs of shoes just because they're $10, $20, they're probably not gonna last you that long. Compare it if you're gonna buy just one pair of shoes that they're gonna last you for many, many years. So think about it like that. I've had shoes that they only lasted me for a few months, or they're not good quality, but I also have shoes that I've had since I was like 15, and it's been like 20 years and they're still looking amazing. So think about that. Always try to go for high quality, even if the price is higher, but it's going to last you. So this video is about why being a minimalist has been my goal for like the longest time, and just giving you my reasons maybe is helpful. So I've always wanted to become a minimalist, but this just happened once I figured out that having a lot of stuff did not make me happy. So going back to my childhood, I just remember being surrounded with a lot of stuff was just normal. Like my grandmother would have her bathroom full of stuff. She would have many bathrooms in the house, but there would be like one bathroom that was full of stuff. Like even in the bathtub, there was no use for the bathroom. And I thought that was just okay. I was like, well, we have a lot of stuff, we're like rich. So I just grew up with that mentality of like, the more you have, the more blessed you are. And that was normal. And then my mom, she also had like the garages full of stuff, and that's what I thought too. And that was kind of like my thing to follow. I believe I started accumulating a lot of stuff, like books, clothes, shoes, jewelry, you name it. And that was my life. And at that time when I was younger, I just thought that it was normal, but it wasn't. And then like I also grew up part of my life here in the US. So I'm from Ecuador, but I moved here when I was like 9, and then my aunts and my uncles, like my mom and my dad, would always go to like tag sales, and we would just see that like as normal, right? Like tag sales, oh, it's so much fun. We would get together with all the cousins, and we would go in a big car, like so everybody can fit, and we would just be so excited as kids because we knew we were gonna go find toys, clothes, and just stuff, like stuff everywhere. And that's just how I grew up, and that's why I think that minimalism has become such a big part of my life now, that it just brings me back to like all those beliefs that we might think that it's normal to have a lot of stuff, because you know everybody has their garages full of stuff, their closets, like, you know, my closet is back here, and it's just like, I don't know, I feel like it's something that I have to fight every day, because it's my goal, you know, like I just want to be a minimalist one day. I know it's not gonna happen anytime soon, but yeah, so I just wanted to talk to you about that. The day that I moved to Texas, because I used to live in Connecticut, I moved to Texas when I was like probably 28, 29. And then I remember when we were taking the stuff out of the truck, we were putting it, like, you know, in those storage units. Everybody was like, oh my God, you have a lot of stuff. And I would be like, I feel happy. Like, I was like, yeah, I do. Like, you know, because I had a lot of stuff of everything, like a lot of shoes, a lot of like jewelry, a lot of clothes, a lot of everything. And I just felt so lucky, so blessed. I just thought that having things meant that you were a blessed person, because, you know, I come from Ecuador, and a lot of people in my country, they're poor. So I would just think, yeah, like I have a lot of stuff, you know, and I would just feel so happy about it. And then I think this happened. When did this happen? Well, I moved a lot in Texas, and then there was just one day that, like, I think I was like sorting my mom's jewelry. Yeah, I was like helping her, because, like I said, she was a hoarder. I grew up with a hoarder, and I became a hoarder. So I think one day I was like feeling kind of bad in her house, and I was like, okay, let me help you, like, you know, get rid of some stuff. And then I was like literally like 5 hours helping her sorting things out, and I was like, oh my God, I was like, I cannot believe I've been here just with stuff like so long. And I looked at my dog, and I was like, when I can be at the park with my dog. So that's one of the things about minimalism that we all have to think about, is that having stuff is gonna steal your time, you know. And that's big, you know, because it takes away the stuff that really matters, you know, family, friends. And you're just like a slave to your things. And I was like, you know, this is terrible. So yeah, like I'm not perfect, like I still have a lot to do, like a lot to get rid of. But yeah, that was the first time that I realized, I was like, you know, this is not right, you know, like spending hours like trying to help my mom. And then when I went to my house, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to do this, you know, for me. And it was the same thing, you know. It was like I had a lot of stuff. And also, like, when I moved from Connecticut to Texas, there was a lot of stuff that I lost. Like, I lost a really good massager for my back. I lost dresses. I lost stuff that I cared about, like shoes. And then I was like, oh my God, like if I would have put like maybe just a few boxes of the most important stuff, I wouldn't have lost things, you know. And then when I moved to Texas, I was like, I lost a lot of things because I brought so much stuff. Like, if you have a lot of stuff, you're gonna think that everything is important, and it's not like that, you know. Because if people would tell you, like, or if someone would tell you, like, okay, you know, choose like only like 5 boxes that you can take, and this is gonna be the most important stuff, you would choose wisely. But when I was moving from Connecticut to Texas, I just brought everything. I was like, I don't care, I'm just gonna bring all my clothes, all my shoes, everything. And then when I got here, I was like, oh my God, like I'm missing this, I'm missing that. I don't know if it has happened to you, but there are times that I'm like laying in bed and I'll be like, oh, where's that dress? Or where's that crop top I haven't worn? And then I was like, oh my God, like I lost a lot of things on my move. But there was just little things that made me think that I have to, you know, let go of things. And then the stress is another one, like being like surrounded by a lot of stuff and just looking at a lot of stuff, and like being like in a room, there's so many stuff and everything is like not organized. It just makes me so anxious. And like I realize that I like to see empty spaces, like just something clean. And I am a dancer, so I remember when one teacher also said that in dance, like it's okay to have like, you know, dancers all over and doing this, doing that, like dancing here, there. There are times in dance that even in dance, like we need to see space. We need to, like, you know, rest the eye. It makes us anxious when we see lots of stuff and a lot of things going on. And I was like, oh my God, I was like being a minimalist as well. So it's just little things that made me think like I want to be a minimalist. So that was one of them when I moved to Texas. The other one is that there was a time that I was at a store and then I saw some shoes, and those shoes were beautiful. The style was beautiful, like it just made my legs look nice, and I was like, oh my god, I need to get like 2 pairs of this. I don't know if that's happened to you, that like sometimes when we're shopping you want to get 2 pairs of something, maybe a dress, maybe shoes. And I was like, I want to get 2 pairs. And then when I got 2 pairs, I put the box that I was gonna like use later, you know, those shoes, I put them in the closet. And I think that probably 5 years passed by until the other one, you know, the new shoes were like bad already, like I had to throw them. And I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, I have these other shoes in the box, they're still new. And they were like beautiful shoes, because not only I liked them and I looked good in them, but also people gave me compliments. People would be like, where did you get those shoes? They were so pretty. I was so happy like to find those shoes. And I went to the box and I opened, I was like, yeah, I'm ready to wear these again, because these are like my favorite shoes ever. I opened it, and I kid you not, like this is what happened to the shoes. Like I saved the shoes so I can show you. Look. Like I use them now in the house. This was one color. It was also a bad quality. Like if you think about it, when I bought the 2 pairs, when I used only 1 pair, the first pair that I wore, it lasted me for like 4 or 5 years. And then when I threw them away, when I went to look for these ones, I was like happy, saying, okay, I have another pair. I go to my closet, I open the box, and there's like discoloration all over. And I was like, what the heck happened here? And that made me realize, I was like, oh my god, I spent it. Probably those shoes were not even expensive, but I was like, I spent it like probably like $20 on each, like $40 total. And I was like, why? You know, why? Like, I don't know. It just made me think, like, okay, like stop doing that. Like stop buying 2 things of each. Then there was another incident that happened to me that I was like, I need to stop buying so much stuff, because I would think that just buying stuff would like fill a hole in me. And I always say that, I don't know if you've heard that on other videos, but I think that we as humans try to fill a hole that I feel, you know, this is just my opinion, that only God can fill that hole. So I am religious, so I'm not perfect, but I do think that sometimes we try to look for other stuff out there to try to be happy and just to be fulfilled. But stuff is not the answer. Like, do not be buying stuff thinking, oh, like this is therapy and I'm gonna feel better. Because once you're buying, yes, like everything is happiness. You're buying your stuff. Because I have also like gone crazy buying online, and it's just so much easy because it's just one click. But yeah, it's just like, I think it has been the worst thing, you know, like one of the worst things of my life is being a hoarder. Like it's just, it has brought me so much unhappiness. No, it's just been terrible. Stress, and it steals your time, and you're paying for stuff with the money that you're working, you know, that you're working for that money, and you're like buying a lot of stuff, and it's just not worth it. Like, and then you don't even wear it, like those shoes. But then let me tell you something else. So then I remember when I went to a store, I don't know what it was, I bought a crop top. Probably like TJ Maxx, I don't know, Marshalls. I bought a crop top, and it was so beautiful. Like it was a beautiful crop top. I don't think it was real leather. It was like little, you know, it made me look pretty, it made me look sexy. And I was like, okay, you know, this crop top, I'm gonna try to like take care of it. I'm gonna keep it in a nice spot, you know, like I put it, I think, in a nice box, clear box. I was like, I'm just gonna wear it in special occasions. And you guys, I think I just wore it twice. And then one day I was like, okay, I'm gonna wear my crop top. I went to open it, and it's been probably like a few months that I haven't worn it, and I opened it and the same thing happened, you know, with the shoe that I just showed you. Like I just took the crop top, and I was like it looked like there was an explosion inside that box. And like I said, I like to buy things that are like brand, but I also buy things that are just like regular unknown brand. So that made me think, and I was like, oh my god, I was taking so much care of this crop top. I was trying not to wear it because I was like, I'm just gonna, you know, save it for special occasions. And then there's no special occasion. I heard a quote once that it said, today is a special occasion, you know, today you're alive. You don't know if you're gonna be alive tomorrow. Like wear that. And yeah, so that was like another lesson in my life of like saying, like, why am I saving things for later, or why am I buying so much? And like, you know, I was wearing the other crop tops, but I was leaving that one for later. And I don't know if this just like, it's just me, I don't know. But I really don't like to be a hoarder. It was hard for me to accept it at first, but now I'm just saying it, like, I'm a hoarder, like, and I don't care, you know. I'm trying to let go of stuff. It's hard, but it's just my goal. But yeah, so again, it's time consuming. Having a lot of stuff, it's just like it steals your time. It steals like the time that you can be doing things that you love, like, you know, your hobbies, being with your family members, being with your dogs, like, or doing something else, like me, like go dancing, or like do something different. Sometimes I will feel sad and I'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna go to the store and just try on dresses, and it just made me feel good, and I don't know, and it's just definitely mental, like it's very mental. Don't do it. But yeah, this is just my story about minimalism, and it's hard in general, I know, especially for us girls, because we love stuff, like we like to have everything, you know. Some more than others. Some girls that they have a lot of makeup, a lot of jewelry, a lot of clothes, shoes, purses, but I just feel like I am in the middle. I'm not over here, but I'm also not in the bottom, right? Because I know also, like, I have friends that they're okay wearing a t-shirt almost every day, or like the same style of pants. Like sometimes I feel so embarrassed of people seeing me with the same clothes. Like I cannot go to a party and wear a dress and then maybe like in I don't know, Thanksgiving or Christmas, wear the same dress, because I'll be like, oh my god, people already saw me with this, and what are they gonna think? Like, oh, she doesn't have money to buy other clothes. And it's not that, you know, it's just the fact that I have so much that I have so much, like, I swear, like, because I'm the type of person that can buy like a $10 dress, but I can also buy like an $100 dress. So it just doesn't matter, you know, the price doesn't matter. When I find something I love, I like to buy it. So and there's another part that one of the reasons it has been hard for me to be a minimalist is because I get bored. Like I get bored of like wearing the same things. And sometimes what helps me is putting stuff like in luggages and just put it away in another closet, and then switch it off, just like rotate my clothes, just so I don't get bored. And but yeah, so that's just my story, you know. Hopefully this helps you to start being a minimalist, like, I don't know. And also like the environment, you don't want to be buying so much stuff, because I don't know you, but I try to take care of my stuff. But there's people sometimes that they just buy and then they don't want it, they donate, or they throw. But yeah, think about the planet too. Like just think about your wallet, think about the planet, think about your stress, you know, if you want to be happy, think about your mental health. And you know, I just hate being a hoarder. I hate having a lot of stuff. It is a process. I'm always watching videos, I'm reading books. My goal to one day be a minimalist. But yeah, that's my story. I just wanted to share this and see if it can help anybody. Just share, you know, so you can get to know a little bit more about me. And yeah, one of my goals is to like get rid of everything I have. Well, not everything, but like every category. Like if I show you my closet right now, you will be scared. There has been people that like go into my closet and they'll be like, oh, like you have so much stuff, and they don't even know that upstairs in the other room, because we have a guest room, I have more stuff. Like I have stuff, like I have winter clothes up there. I have clothes that doesn't fit. I don't know, because sometimes it happens that you gain weight and you're like, okay, you know, whenever I lose weight, I'm gonna fit into those pants. And I think a lot of girls have that, you know. I have that. I feel like there are clothes that I'm like, okay, someday I'm gonna fit in them. There are clothes for winter. There are clothes that I'm like, okay, this is gonna be for future. So I have a lot of stuff, you know. But yeah, so that's my story. I just had a tax sale today. Sadly, it didn't go good. I just made like $30. That's nothing. I was selling a monitor. I was selling TV. These TVs are no longer as popular no more. And then I was selling shoes. Some of these shoes are in very good condition that I bought for myself, and then I tried them and they didn't fit me because I bought them online. These are really beautiful shoes that I try to keep, but they're just too little for me, so no. And there's just shoes that some of them are peeling from the inside, but they're still good in the outside. And yeah, so I was selling this. I was selling books, a lot of books, because I used to study theater. And I don't think I'm gonna sell this one. I'm gonna keep this one because I do like to look at the recipes. And this one I'm gonna keep for my students. And this also because this is a music book for my students. I'm gonna keep that. And then here, there's mostly my mom's stuff. Like she had a lot of home decor. And this is Bins. What does it say? Bins Komodo, or I don't know how to say it, but I do buy a lot of stuff from this brand. And I don't know where these shoes came from. Probably my mom gave them to me. Some curtains here, more shoes over here. These are beautiful. These are like boots, but they don't fit me, so they're like size 6. I don't know what to do right now with all this stuff because I only had a 2-day tax sale, and probably I'm going to keep some stuff and then just donate the rest. So beautiful. And I do like these, but I just don't like to have a lot of stuff in the house, like a lot of decoration. There's a lot of stuff that I do like this. Some ballerinas here because, as you guys know, I am a dancer, but I am not a ballerina. I'm not a professional. I just took many years of ballet. And I do like these stickers that I got at Walmart. Look at the stickers. So yeah, it's just to have it more organized so people can know how much, you know, you're asking for stuff. I only had like 3 people come, and it was like bad because I only got $30. And let me show you the rest. I put a lot of dresses here. Pants, everything is organized. I was also selling a lot of bikinis that I got online and did not fit me. So they're beautiful, like they're so pretty. And I was selling them just for $10. These are tops, more tops, winter items, like scarves, and this was all $1. And as for jewelry, this was all the jewelry I was selling. And this is a mixed jewelry lot for $5. I also like to take my clothes to Plato's Closet. I don't know if you say it like that, Plato's Closet. And sometimes I do get good money. Like you just take your clothes there and they give you money. And what has been funny is that sometimes when I go there, last time I went with my friend, we like put some clothes so they can see, and then they gave me like probably $40, and then I ended up spending $20 in the store. And I was like, oh my god, like I should have just like took that money and then ran out. So yeah, that's one of the things I try to avoid. I try to avoid going to malls, and I try to avoid being in areas that you know, like temptation is gonna call on me, like, hey, come buy me. But yeah, so that's it. That's my video about minimalism, and hope I can share better news later on, like saying yeah, like I'm like letting go of a lot of stuff. And I think it's also like mental, right? Like sometimes I do get attached to stuff, like saying, okay, I paid for it, I don't want to let it go. Or sometimes I'm like, well, you know, one day I'm gonna fit in it, or I don't know, it's just like a lot of mental stuff. But when you think about the good, like the benefits, you know, like saying, okay, like if I let go of this, I'm gonna be like free, like you're just gonna be like light as a feather. But yeah, that's my story. These are just some tips on how you can help the planet and help animals. So use your clothes and shoes or any item that you have until it's fully used. You want to extend the life as much as possible. Donate it or take it to a consignment store to sell your items. Shop at a thrift or a consignment store, because I found really good items, and I've even found like new things with tags. So that's a really good tip. Be careful of what you buy, and you want to ask yourselves, do you really need this, and how long are you gonna use it for. Don't use plastic bags. You can use the reusable bags, because plastic bags take forever to disappear, and plastic is terrible for our planet. I am currently watching this documentary. It's on Netflix, and it's about what we're talking right now is about, you know, how much it affects us to keep buying or having a lot of stuff. It's really, really good show that you can watch, and it's just like an eye-opener. And, you know, just be aware that buying a lot of stuff, sadly, is gonna end in the ocean. So be mindful of that, because just because we cannot see the garbage in our eyes, like it's like right there, it doesn't mean that garbage is not there. So take your time to think about what you're buying, and just be very careful. You know, we want to be nice to our planet and to the animals. I don't know if you've seen, but plastic does get into the ocean, and I've seen a lot of pictures of animals with plastic inside their bellies, and it's just ugly to see that, because it just shows how humans are not responsible for their actions, and it's hurting our planet and our animals. Avoid plastic products. So this goes if like you're gonna buy plastic, just think about buying your products more in like paper. For instance, I buy deodorants that come in like paper, and like hard paper, like cardboard paper. And you can also, instead of buying soap that comes in plastic, you can get those solid soaps that they come in the paper wrap. So yeah, and that's it for this video. Bye.